Hi everyone, my name is Chloe Beck. I am an account manager here at RCS, and I wanted to walk you guys through some options that you have available to you for setting up conferencing solutions in your office, particularly like a conference video system where you have your TV in your conference room, and then you've got the camera, maybe some speakers, things like that. Now with all of the different tools available for conferencing, you have things like Teams or WebEx, there's Zoom, there's so many different options. And the equipment that you can add on to these conferencing solutions is really, really awesome. So we've been selling and looking at a lot of these pieces for our clients recently, and we've had just amazing success with this. So I wanted to share some of these things with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So like I said, the typical kind of conference room setup is a TV on the wall, a camera, some sort of maybe a conference phone or device in the middle of the table. And typically what we've seen in the past is a small little computer is mounted on the back of the TV so that people don't have to bring in their laptops if they don't want to. They can just connect to the computer that's mounted behind the TV. And now there's all these new different devices that you can get. There's a tab, which is kind of like an iPad that you put in the middle of the table that controls the meeting rooms that you want to get access to, but I'll walk you guys through that. The first option I actually wanted to look at is a Smartboard, which if you were around when these kind of first came out, I think a lot of schools took advantage of these when Smartboards first came about. Those were definitely like the first version of what they have available now. And these have really been taking over in the conferencing solution industry because you can think of it as an all-in-one device. You know, what I just talked about, where you have to have the computer and the TV and the camera and the iPad. You know, there's all these different pieces that you have to purchase and keep up with and everything like that. The Smartboard really does everything all in one. So if you look at one of their options here, it's a huge display. So it's like a big TV, and the computer is actually inside of the Smartboard. So you don't have to purchase an additional computer or anything like that. It's all just within the actual monitor itself. And then you've got a lot of options for display. You can write on the board, you can move around the board, you can touch the board. This is a really great option for like design firms or companies that use a lot of like textiles or presentations, things of that nature, where you really want to interact with whoever you're meeting with. Smartboards is a super great option. And they've got a lot of different price points for this. So you can kind of go really small, really low, and then you can kind of work your way up to be sort of the really big interactive displays. So we've seen a lot of these. This is like if you were at an architecture firm, like I mentioned, design, anything like that. It's a really cool thing to look out for your conference rooms. So we've been seeing a lot of people take advantage of this. Okay. So I was on this page before. A lot of our clients use Microsoft Teams for their conferencing solution. So looking at a product that really works well and is compatible with whatever your conferencing solution is, that be it Teams or Zoom or WebEx, there's a million different products out there. But for people that utilize Microsoft Teams, Logitech makes tons of great conferencing equipment that you can take advantage of. If you even look at the website, let's see if it'll take me there. I can find it. The Logitech website really lets you play around with the size of your meeting room, how many chairs are at the desk or at the table, how big is the room, how far away is it, like things like that. So you can really figure out which product you need for the size of the room, because every space is a little bit different. Sometimes you need more of an interactive space. Sometimes you need just a smaller little room with a tiny little camera, so things like that. So if you click on Room Configurator within Logitech, it'll let you fill out all the information regarding the amount of seats at the table, if you need to purchase additional mics or the little iPad that you can connect to, or if you don't need any of that, you can just get a really small camera. There's a lot of different options, so I definitely take advantage of this tool when I'm looking at quoting a conference room system for a client. This tab thing, which I keep calling, excuse me, the iPad, it works as kind of like the computer that I was talking about, which is mounted behind the TV. We've got the Tap IP, which is a Logitech product that allows you to connect to like a meeting or a chat or a Teams room just from the actual table. It's an interactive display that you can add on to your conference room system. So this is a really cool product. We've seen a lot of people really like this. Other items, as far as, let's see, microphones. This might be for gaming. Let me go back to this. So if you see here, they've got a camera installed right between these two TVs in their conference room. And since this is a really big table, typically you'll need to add on some additional microphones if you really want the sound for this person at the very end to be heard. And it'll walk you through configuring that, but that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're looking at the size of your conference room, if you may need an additional microphone. Things like this, a small conference room, there's a microphone installed on the camera itself, so you probably won't need an external microphone, but it is just something to keep in mind. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that's mainly it. There are some additional products that you can look at. There's other companies too outside of Logitech and Smartboard. There's Yealink, Polycom has their own conferencing equipment. There's other products that you can use. Oh, that's one I can show you. So since most conference rooms, at least the ones I've seen, have a computer installed, or it's mounted behind the TV in the conference room, they kind of use that as just their conference room PC. If you want people to be able to walk into the conference room and have the ability to present both their screen, their audio, everything like that easily to the conference room TV, ClickShare has a product that you just, let's see if that picture can be bigger. You just connect it to the computer and you click a button and it displays on the screen. That's literally it. It's super easy. So we've installed this at a couple of our clients and have had wonderful success with that. So there are a lot of new products coming out regarding conference rooms, just because there's a lot of people going back into the office and everything like that. So that is definitely a really cool product. But I think that's mainly it. If you guys are ever interested in, figuring out a conference room solution for your company or your business, or you just kind of want to take a look at more products, feel free to reach out to us at RCS, and we'd be happy to help you out. So yeah, thanks so much.